Alright, so I want to at least do a few runs of a Legionary's life. Since we obviously have, like, both the charismatic, like, archetype balance and, like, physical one. And, like, see, like, what differences sort of, like, pop up, or it's basically, like, always the same, sort of, like, still, like, outcomes are basically sort of, like, progress through each time. So we went with, like, balance last time. How about we try for mental this time around? So that's really low strength, so I won't be able to kill stuff very well. But I will have good coordination and, like, awareness. There's high intellect, high charisma. Constitution is a little bit low though, so that'd be like a death sentence if I basically, like, get in any sort of fights. That's just a terrible roll overall. That was average. Very odd how, like, sometimes we get the high rolls down here, but, other times you don't. Okay, there we go. The charisma is a little bit low, but no, we still don't have very good, like, intellect here. So I kind of want to, like, have like a high charisma or high intellect with, like, decent constitution. I guess we go for this. Strength's still a little bit low, but I mean, decent enough constitution, honestly, with charisma, so that could be worth something. And we'll go with, like, number 2. I have a point slider? Was this here last time? This might be new, so basically, like, upgrade our stuff to sort of have better stuff here. I guess we, like, start with, like, better stuff here as well. What am I selecting here? I have no idea. Pictorial plate, maybe? I like the idea of, like, being able to buff up stuff here, I guess, so... This enhancement makes you an exceptionally talented swordsman. If selected, you'll start the game with a sword skill value at 36 instead of the usual 29. Even more importantly, your chance of successfully training your sword skill will be twice as much as normal. Okay, so basically that makes it a little easier for us to, like, upgrade our, like, sword skill. This enhancement makes you an exceptionally talented shield user. So basically it's just for shields. Okay. Those cost a lot though, so I guess you have to play a lot in order to get, like, a lot of stuff here. Interesting. So note that basically jumped up to 32 here. So there's basically, like, a threshold where, if it's really low, it costs a lot more to basically get. I think we'll just boost this up to 48 because that'll be, like, helpful. And let's go from there. Actually, no. I want to see what this says. You can improve your newly created character by spending points. Your points are based partly on the average score of your Hall of Fame entries and partly on your best entry. Okay, so basically if you have, like, a good entry, basically you'll, like, get more points. And I'm not sure why you would wait toward, like, your average score, by the way, because if you basically have a poor average, then how much is that going to basically damage things, I wonder? Or maybe, like, you have, like, an, well, I was about to say, if you have multiple, like, entries, maybe it might, be buoyed by that or something. Alright, so the former is determined as if the hull contained 20 elements, even when there are less, and then multiplied by a coefficient that depends on the Hall of Fame fill ratio. So the more entries you have, even with 0 points, the better. Okay, so just more points is better. You can improve your character's attribute, skills, and starting equipment. And then hit done when you're done. When you're satisfied, you can accept the enhancements and move on to your next phase. Okay, well. What can I buy basically with, like, the extra points here? I wonder if it's basically sort of like, Rogue Legacy style, where, like, if you have like, you know, points and like, you know, you're basically just discarding them as soon as like you run off of them, so that might be a thing. I could get this pictorial plate 2 here. It basically has more value, more material quality, a little bit better stuff here. I mean, it's nothing special, but that's something I could do. Or get like, you know, this and like the other thing. Let's just get this, maybe. Alright, so we've basically already seen this before, by the way, but basically this is like taking part before the start of the Second Punic War. You basically like get the intro of like, you know, the first Punic War basically happened on Sicily. On Sicily, basically, like, you know, Carthage was basically defeated by Rome, who was basically sort of up-and-comer, like, you know, empire. And, you know, essentially, like, you know, Carthage wasn't very happy about that. They have basically externally, like, penalizing, like, you know, war, like, you know, war penalties basically placed on by, like, you know, Rome. And, you know, essentially, like, you know, the troops basically fall for a generation, but now we're basically back to war again. And we basically been drafted to go over to Hispania, where, like, you know, Carthage is basically sort of like rebuilding their power. Now, a note by the way, in like the, like, you know, I think of history books, basically it was like, you know, over like a river. The Carthaginians basically like believed that they basically were allowed to go up to a certain river, while the Romans basically believed like, you know, they had to go like back to like another one. And this is what basically set the war off. But I'm sure like there would have been like other reasons that like, maybe we were like, you know, hooked off and stuff like that, so who knows. And yeah, you can basically like, you know, pause to like, you know, sort of read the stuff if you want to. I'm basically sort of like, you know, just leaving it here if you're basically like, you know, starting off and like, you know, and maybe skip my like first run and just going to the next one, who knows. I just want to read for this here. Now, I have played this at least once, by the way. I played with a balanced character, so I'm going to be interested to see, like, you know, what's basically changed at this point. But let's just get our training in. I'm going to try some sparring with anyone. Because, you know, I'm just crappy at both things, so... There we go, got shield increase. Now, as we go along, we'll basically get the threat of our life basically spinning, so... we're basically stuck with the aggressively sparring partner again. Basically, like, you know, this guy again, who's basically a survivor. Now, last time I basically kept going, but let's attempt this spectacular counter-strike maybe this time around. Your clumsy attack is easily dodged. This steps up and you lose balance, falling to the ground. He looks at you, shaking his head. Even the Centurion makes a mocking remark. So basically, like, you know, that basically increases our opinion, but we don't get injured from it, so that's, I guess, improvement. Getting back on your feet, you try to shrug off the embarrassment and keep going till the end of the practice session. I'm not sure if it's worse or better, by the way, but whatever. Let's get some more sparring in. So, basically increase the sword a little bit more. Now we're starting to, like, you know, get, like, morale injuries from, like, overexercise stress, so... Basically, like, you know, you have, like, a morale, like, you know, thing in this game, and if, like, you start losing morale, it's bad. I really wish, like, the X button would, like, you know, go backwards, like, you know, different, but whatever. Alright, well, let's just do some, like, you know, patrols maybe to sort of, like, you know, get our opinion basic back up. Alright, so you get random encounters, maybe so, like, you know, go out and stuff like that, so here we go. Oh, we got slingers! Your patrol comes under attack by a distant group of slingers. So yes, basically back in the time of, like, you know, Rome, slingers were still in effect, and they're basically very dangerous because, they basically slung rocks at you at high speed. Arguably, they're just as dangerous like as archers, but they're basically short range. So you are unharmed. Great. The slingers melt into nearby vegetation. Any attempts at pursuit would be fruitless and probably lead to another ambush. Those are not enemy troops. It looks like the locals are not too happy about your presence. Similar episodes are being reported more and more frequently. Well, that's cool. We got a extra patrol, like interesting event right there. Let's get this up a little bit more. There we go. Ram encounter again. Again, we're attacked by slingers. We're again unharmed. Hooray! So this is possibly can have like different sort of events like this. That's good to know. Hey, you got my pay. Very nice. See, I don't know about we have like buying and selling this game, so we have like a little bit of money to start off with, and we'll basically get more as we go along. And int and awareness apparently helped with like searching for items if we want to do that, but we'll do that basically later on. So right now, my morale is content. That's pretty good for now. There's my opinion basically going up by way, so that's great. I probably should do a little bit more workouts to sort of get my strength and constitution up, so do this. Scaling walls is part of today's drill. In front of the line, a ladder is propped against the camp walls. One by one, men you sprint toward it and start climbing. Very soon it's your turn. How do you approach this? So last time I was basically nonchalant and confident, or careful and concerned, so let's be nonchalant and confident. Your overconfidence and lack of attention betray you when you suddenly miss a step. Instinctively, you attempt to recover and fail miserably. In a panic, you see the ground below getting closer at alarm speed. You have not fallen from a great height, yet the impact is very painful, so we actually hurt ourselves. Alright, well, we want to basically avoid injuring ourselves, but oh well. Let's go to the gym again. That's unfortunate. By the way, as to are basically waiting up, our wounds are going to heal slowly, so hooray. If I basically look at my character's health, by the way, we'll be a little bit closer. I was basically more injured in this, but now we're less injured, so that'll obviously go down, hopefully. Yay, strength goes up. And again, we got injured, so we, heal up a little bit more. And yeah, now we have over-exercise stress basically happening again, so that's happening, but oh well. I will note, by the way, there's also leisure times you can basically do, play dice, play board games, have fun. But for now, let's just go try and get opinion basically up for people. Okay, we got this. Oh, here, so we go. So you failed to defend yourself, and we had our health decreased by 3. That's not great because we're probably going to go in a battle with 3 HP loss, but oh well. Alright, so you can only do so much exercise and stuff basically before you have to basically move on. But our character basically got up 3 extra strength there, so that's an improvement. I think we got a little bit of constitution as well, and I think constitution basically affects our health. We do have our health base up to 60, so that's nice. I probably should work more on my sword and shield and javelin skills, but I guess we'll just work on it next time. Got our stats basically up a little bit, and getting this basically up to 50 I think is a good improvement here, so that's fine. Now I do have a higher charisma in this character, so that might mean I'll be able to make charisma text this time around, and we'll see how it basically goes. Alright, so we're gonna basically leave. You march to the south. It doesn't take long for your destination to become apparent. We're bound for a capital New Carthage again. Now, I expect this story is basically going to play out the same way as last time, but there might be some differences as well, so we'll see. Maybe they might have me as being part of the secret sort of army basically attacks the side walls where Carthage wasn't expecting them to be attacked, so that could be a thing. Alright, so New Carthage, Hispania, let's do it. Alright, your man pulls out among the first to move out to the camp. So what they said, the garrison consists of a small mercenary army, possibly fast and strong, and of course the sea militia. You're taking your place on the battlefield when all of a sudden cries alarm rise through the ranks. And we see basically, you know, masses JC coming out. So, we're gonna fight some militiamen. Let's see who I can kill. Alright, now I'm basically very bad at like throwing against this, so we're just gonna throw it basically into the enemy ranks and hopefully hit something. Oh, we actually got, you know, actually did something. Your javelin disappears into the ranks of the foe. You can't say what damage it caused, if at all, but it must have produced some confusion at least. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for your incoming fight. Alright, I'm still very poor with javelins, so we're not going to basically worry about this, but, yeah. Let's just close in. If I attack basically a torso, I have a, like, good chance basically doing it with like aggressive. I could try doing a feint or shield, but you know, I think we'll just attack this guy's the idea. So torso. There we go, one hit. That's nice. I have an even better chance of hitting him now. Let's try going for his head. Nice big hit there. Unfortunately, he got 2 like recovers there, so that's unfortunate, but well. Another big hit. He failed. I missed. But I got an extra attack there, so that's great. Alright, he failed. And we killed him. Hooray! So, I can recover or get respite. Let's do a recovery. I'm undisturbed, so I get to do that for free. Alright, this guy's got a helmet on him. Now, I really should be like right-clicking these guys so you basically get like, you know, information on them as well, so... Militiamen. A healthy man in his prime. Hastily recruited in a city militia in a time of dire need. So this guy's got a spear, he's got a hoplin, he's got a light stealth helmet. His weaponry is a little bit better than mine, which is basically like, you know, not great, but well. I think these are his attributes, so he's got basically low quickness, and his skills with weapons and defense are relatively low as well, but he does have decent morale. He's a little bit better constitution-wise and endurance-wise, but, you know, whatever. Well, let's try to take him on. So, attack. I can still basically get attacks with his torso, I guess, so... There's another hit. He tried to charge me and failed. Now, I could hit him in the head, but it's got, like, you know, armor in there, so... I could go for his legs. Or groin. Just because why not? Let's see here, let's go for his arm. I missed that time, but well. He recovered, I'm gonna recover then. And let's go for just the torso again. I'm getting very lucky with like how many hits I'm doing, even though I'm very aggressive right now. Let's go for a torso hit. I missed, oh well. Yeah, we'll go for a torso hit. Missed. Cover. See, we got 2 kills here. Yeah, you know, we're getting like too close to this, so... Two kills. Alright, let's go for respite this time. And our militiaman pops in the fight, but you know, doesn't really matter. If I basically go look at this guy, you can see he has different stats, so... This time, Constitution is like, you know, this a little bit there. Endurance is like there. Quickness is still low. Only it doesn't have the helmet this time around, so there's that. Let's go for a headshot. Alright, so basically enemy formation is broken apart. The Carthaginian militia is in disarray. For a brief moment you stare, blah blah. Alright, well, there's basically our first battle, basically sort of done. Went pretty well. I hope, like, you know, this will basically boost up my opinion by a lot when I basically do all this stuff, but we'll see. Defense, weapon, strength, and comm failed, so the Centurion beckons to some of your comrades. After a brief talk, they move away from the map pool. You wonder what's going on, so my skill isn't good enough for like stuff here. The rest of you will storm the city walls. Many ladders are being propped up against the walls, while a constant shower of missiles is raining down from the battlements. So this is basically this thing again. Yeah, we'll help them, I guess. We'll try to stay alive this time, or I'm not really injured, am I? Let's just try and like help the Centurion. So we want to first to spring forward, trying to open the way. I failed my stuff again. There's my health again. There's my health again. So yay! I got my bigger boost from the first Centurion's opinion. Freaking coffee is unbearable, blah blah. Yeah, it's basically like, you know, told about like the hundreds of Roman legions on the running, you know, north wall. You know, I have to wonder if like this is basically there was basically also a thing where basically in this battle, besides the fact that basically there's like, you know, the Centurions basically sort of getting like, you know, the sort of like jump on the firing plate going after undefended wall. There was also another like Centurion who basically jumped on the wall at the same time, like from one of the attacks. So it might have been possible that this is like, you know, this side of attack, like, you know, we're basically doing it. And if we actually succeed in helping the Centurion basically get up there, then, you know, that would have actually been like, you know, the mechanical thing that basically happened. Like, in history, this actually happened where, like, you know, the Centurion here did get on the wall, but we failed, so, oh well. In the end, your allies reach the gate and open it, letting you the bulk of your legions. So, blah blah, we're basically in. You follow your map pool into the city streets, your orders are very clear. Secure the city by killing everything that meets you in the open. So now we got the small band of militiamen in your path. So we got this battle basically again. I'm a little bit injured, but that's fine. I can deal with that. I don't plan to go into like the actual thing, you know, with the mercenaries basically in the keep, so we'll throw a javelin at this point. There we go, got hit. Very nice. And I should probably click on this guy again, so this guy's got a little bit more quickness, but he got less constitution. You know, again, stats are randomized for all these guys as well, so that's unfortunately a miss. Oof, I took a hit. That's what I get for being aggressive, right? You know, we are going to take hits, so recover. You feel his feint. I could try a feint. I don't really need to do a feint based on this guy, I don't think, though, so there's a hit. There's a nice fail. Let's get aggressive again. He's not wearing a helmet, so let's go for his head. Go for his head again. We killed him. You look at the militiaman's lifeless body, quick thoughts flickering through your mind. Pity or elation? Let's go for pity this time. Drafted into service, forced into fight and defend his home. It does ring a bell. You wonder about the people waiting for him at home, never see him come back again. So he's basically dead, and we get virtue from it. And after yelling your orders brings you back to Earth, you move on. I guess if you didn't beat the militiamen in like the initial battle, this is like your first like, you know, actual kill if like, you know, you get this far. So stick to rules, go ahead with your to your rally point. I wonder if like this is supposed to have like multiple options if you basically have different stats or stuff. Alright, so basically you got like the holdouts. So you could actually go in here and like attack these guys, but I mean, if you basically remember what basically killed me in my first run, that's what's basically in here, Libyan Spearmen. So I don't want to basically deal with those guys, so we're just gonna back off because we already got injured already. So just back off. Okay, they've fallen for the first time in many years. The change in the tides, war appears to be in grasp. We got morale basically up. We got our share of the loot. Hooray! And yes, we're not basically like, reading as much as this time around, we're just like going through it, so hooray. Alright, so we got basically a big boost in all our stuff. Your deeds have taken your skills one step further, because I basically kill like, 3 guys. And we already got a rank of Tessarius over here. Alright, so vanquish enemies basically got free. Awards, you haven't been to war for anything just yet. My character is now like, a Tessarius. You're a guard commander in one of the 2 centuries of your maniple. So, there's my wage, my fixed costs, effective pay. Hooray. I'm still a little bit injured, but, we can deal with that. My morale's high. I probably should look into, like, replacing this stuff at some point. I'm not really sure I need to, though. I mean, I know I basically have, like, very weak gear right now, but I could actually wait a little bit longer to sort of, like, worry about my equipment, because the stuff we're basically fighting isn't that really, dangerous just yet, so... Let's get a little bit more sparring basically in. I've got my pay again. We'll try the javelin practice now. So hooray, javelin goes up. Hooray, javelin goes up. Alright, so today you're escorting a Quaestor in his daily routine near the camp area. He is an elected public officer of senatorial rank, very close to the commander himself. Try to socialize with him and win over his friendship. We got charisma, right? So you're a good talker, and the Quaestor appreciates your company. You discuss the country you are stationed in and the ongoing war effort. You even learn news about the current situation in Rome. So actually got ourselves a bonus with like the proconsul there. That's nice. That's what, charisma basically gets you, by the way. Let's try a little more javelin practice. There goes up. There goes up again. We gotta get this basically down a little bit, so... Well, at least I got, like, some healing there, so let's just go... Extra patrols, I guess, for now. Alright, you were put in charge of a small force party and sent out to collect supplies. Alright, so this time, I think we'll be a little more like, we'll be a little more brash with, like, going about this, like, task, I think. So I have to watch out for, like, move costs and, like, everything else here, so going through plains is actually good, but, avoid the hills. Forest where possible. I mean, there's resources here, but it's not really enough. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to sort of like, spend around just collecting a little bit here, so... Oh, let's get this. I still want to get to the villages, right? So that's primarily where I'm going to find my food. The fastest way here would be to go down. This place looks like a good hunting ground. Okay, let's try hunting. Your impressive display skills seems to motivate the rest of your squad. In the end, you put together a fairly large amount of food. Ooh, we got food. Maybe I'll be able to get my supplies without much issue. You have not found many supplies here. You expected a lot more. This is certainly suspicious. Let's be content and leave. No sooner have you entered a hamlet when a girl is walking towards you. You can't hide your surprise when she addresses you in Latin. Blah blah. Seems about your age that there's something in her eyes to matter attention level expression 40. So you agree, discuss with her, try to obtain more supplies, or you're not here to bargain, take what supplies you need by force. Let's try to discuss with her. She draws a hard bargain, but in the end, her offer is doubled. Hooray! So you actually get more. You're glad to have been able to obtain an adequate quantity of supplies for your negotiation right and force. Episodes like this should help win the trust of the locals, so that's actually really good to basically get. You got your share and leave. You have found enough supplies to go back to your camp. Return to the starting point before time runs out. So basically, like, done what I need to. So you actually can't gather any more, by the way, when you're you've gotten what you need, so that's good to know. I need to get over there. Where's the least amount? I probably should have gone down this direction over here a little bit, but well, we went this way, so... Going through the hills here might be a good idea, a little bit, so... This is where mapping is kind of important, so yeah. Oh, ambush! Without warning, a group of Catrati emerges from the surrounding trees. No sooner have you realize you are under attack when you see their heavily armed javelins flying towards your grasp. So you manage to protect yourself in time. They're closing in now. They may be other light troops, but numbers are on their side. Alright, so we got ourselves some Catrachis again. Hispanian light footman. His prominent expertise with the falcata makes him very dangerous in individual combat. So that's his weapon of choice. He's got a shield, he's got a Sentinel cap. There's his stuff. He basically got weaker strength than the other guys, but fairly decent other stats basically out of where. Fairly decent skills as well. I already threw my stuff in hunting, I guess, so we'll close in. Whoop! He hit my my torso right away. If we have armor. Let's try to go for a feint right now. I have to sort of wonder what's the difference between the different feints here. So we'll probably check that out at some point, but whatever. Let's just go for a quick feint, I guess. And we succeeded too. But he recovered, because of course he did. Try feinting again. Failed that time. He failed. Let's try attacking him, I guess. Torso. I, of course, missed. He missed. He recovered. I failed to recover. I could have upped this a little bit, so... There's a hit. He's a little more vulnerable now. He does have armor, by the way, but it's not as good as mine. If I look at the, Culture, it's basically well, the Sentinel cap is basically nothing to be, really be concerned about. Wish I actually see, the details of it, but whatever. Go for the arm. Missed that one. I could try and keep going after him, but I might really hurt myself, so let's recover. Ooh, I recovered very well before I had a chance to do anything, so let's go for a headshot, why not? I technically hit him, but you know, we only did like 8 damage and like one got through, but that's about it. I'll try this again. I failed. Let's recover. I was undisturbed. He was undisturbed. There's a hit. Oh, we missed. He of course got luckier with his quick move, but oh well. Ouch! That actually hurt, kind of. Oh, I missed. Ouch! He hit me growing again. One failed. Whoop, that one did pretty well. That one missed. Now we'll recover again. One of your comrades joins the fight, so I guess they dealt with this friend, now we're gonna go after this guy. I was hoping that wasn't me, so that's great. Feel my feint. Ow. Cover, I guess. There's a hit. Well, I found off my friend there a little bit. Oh, that's very mean. He went after my neck. You probably have very little chance, but you know, if he gets your neck, then that's basically it for you, so. Almost got him. Oh, missed. Dragon got him though. Alright, the enemy assault wavers against the disciplined stand of your troops. At last, they are thrown into disarray and chased off. You men manage to cut them down a few, but most are able to get away. I wonder if battles basically take your time, like, you know, to do. You have completed your mission to everyone's satisfaction. So basically, all the morale basically goes up. Hooray. Experience sharpens your mind. Ooh, look at that. We actually got a charisma and intellect increase. So, if I looked at my, like, you know, character here, besides being, like, horribly injured, I now have, like, you know, a bonus to my intellect and charisma. Hooray! I'm getting smarter. Okay, I am really injured, of course, so we basically don't go on any more patrols. Though I could, like, go and do, like, if I basically, like, get, like, you know, this up a little bit more, then, like, we could do this. Hooray, basically, you know, this goes up, that goes down a lot. Big heal, though. I wonder, like, how much he basically heals, basically, like, you know, different each time as well, by the way, so. It's a dull day at the practice yard when someone proposes to have a small javelin throw contest, one based on distance. To make things more interesting, a free denarius entry fee is set. The one who can throw his javelin the farthest takes the whole prize. There are about 10 competitors, all of them young and society like yourself. We'll walk away. I mean, I didn't practice javelin really at all with this character, so yeah. Well, at least we're getting some morale, stuff here, from these guys. I actually like full HP, so I really shouldn't be doing the guard duty as much, but whatever, it's fine. We went down like to content morale, but I mean, we got a nice little boost of troop and centurion morale, so hooray for that. Might be able to get like good, this basically soon, but we'll avoid that for now. Let's go for this. So blah blah, it goes up. That goes up. That goes up. That goes up. Though of course we're losing morale, of course, so that's not great. So these are something we should do as well, so let's do a little bit of just to sort of get my stress down and get some morale base back, so hang around. So that goes up, this goes up. Play dice. I lost the Nars, but opinion of troops went up. I went below as well. Let's do some more javelin practice. So boom, there goes out a little bit. Boom, there goes out a little bit. Alright, my javelin skills have gone up a little bit now, so at least they're sort of tolerable. They could be better, but at least now at 38. I still want to get my strength basically up a lot more, but it's looking better than what it was before, so hooray for that.